Hi, this is a demo of the quote calculator extension designed for Joomla 2.5 version. I will show you how to set up products in your quote extensions and how to create forms for your front end for your website. The quote extension, as soon as you purchase it, you can download the zip file which you just installed through classic Joomla installer. I have already installed the extension on my website. This is a demo website of our Profinvent demo. So I will show you how to set it up now. Right. So go to components and quote option here. It's on the bottom. First, what you see on the right top side, this is the options icon that you are probably familiar with. It's for setting up the component, setting up the global parameters. So go to the global settings tab first and see which currency you use. Then how many days actually the quotes are valid until they expire. Then display type, there is nothing really, no other option at this moment. Send an email copy to, well, you can type in your email address, so as soon as the quote extension generates a quote automatically for the visitor, it sends an email to the visitor, and as well it will send an email to this email address. So then you are informed that somebody actually submitted a quote form. Well, here, salutation, first name, company name, phone number, note. These are the default fields that are always included in the quote form, and you can hide them if you don't want to show, let's say, a phone number. You just hide it. Alright, now what we need is to set up product. Product can be anything that you actually want people to quote for. So let's say I will set up my new product called Advanced Web Design Services. Alias, this is just what is being used as a URL then in Joomla. So it will be this alias you don't need to type in because it will take the title and put it as alias here. It's published, and the language, okay. Price range, there is a hint, so it gives you some kind of idea what's this price range for. What we need to do is, well, sometimes you don't want to give an exact price to your visitors, customers. You want to give them some kind of price range from and price range to. So you can say here that the final price, what's being calculated by this extension, will be then plus minus 25%. So if, let's say an example, if you give your customers quote for $100, this price range will then actually recalculate the price, so it's like from $75 up to 125, something in between. So your customers, they know the price, approximate price, but they are still like, you have to contact them and give them the final price, or you can actually give them more questions and then you can specify the final price. The question. So first question here, it will be, let's say, do you need hosting? It's the first question. So order will be one type. Here we have 4 types of questions. First we will go through this list. It will be just a simple drop down. So in this drop down there will be 2 options. Yes, I need a hosting. So here, charge fee. This is the most important actually field here. You give you specify some kind of default price first, and this default price, let's say the web design service will be, let's say, $100, and then you actually add additional fees to your default price based on the answers. So if someone needs hosting services, then the final price of this service will not be $100 but $150. So you add $50 here. And if they say no, there will be no additional fee charged. Okay, another type of question can be, here I will just say number of pages. Here, because you cannot really list number of pages that the visitors want to publish, you give them a question type text box. Here you say how many pages you expect to publish, and it will be free text field, so anyone or the customer can type in let's say 50 as like expected number of pages, and then you can use this value in your formula. And let's say that in your price list, for every page that you have to create for your client, you charge, I don't know, $5. So if they say I need, I don't know, 10 pages, then you can specify in your formula, then for 10 pages I charge like $5 each, so it will be $50 on top of the default price. I will show you the formula in the second step. This is the first step of the wizard. Another question, okay, what will be like radio buttons, checkboxes, where you know what these are. So let's say radio buttons is like list, but it's just a different layout. Like really, they can tick the boxes. Yeah. So all the radio buttons. So let's say what else? Do you require support? Will be third question, and I say okay, yes, I need support without dot. And for support you charge another, I don't know, $30, and support no, will be for free. Okay, last question will be those, let's say, checkboxes. So which components you need to pre-install. Again, in Joomla you can install additional components to the website, so if someone asks you to pre-install those components, you can charge for that. So it will be Ajax contact form, and for this option I would ask, let's say, $40. If it is course manager, then I will ask additional 40, and if it is RS form, it will be, let's say, 35. So I have 4 questions here. Each has a different type, as you can see here. So I will proceed to the second step. I can just double check that. Okay, this is not really relevant if you don't really need to tune your meta data on your website, then you can skip it.